recorded. So we are sharing the information here with you guys, so you understand what opportunities are out there, and if you have any questions, that let us know afterwards. Also, you can do your due diligence, which you should do it, or seek a financial advice from the certified advisor in your area, in your region. We will be using also certain words or short words of like such things as education information product, EIPs, multi-level crowd investing, MLCI, pre-IPO private equity shares, PIPEs, initial public offering, IPO, and security token offering, STO. Definitely you can do your own due diligence on IPO and STO, what it is, what it means, and but we will be kind of going through these terms as well through the presentation. For those who don't know me, I'm Anete Martinsone. I'm originally from Latvia. I can speak 3 languages, Latvian, Russian, and English. And I look forward to maybe start learning also Spanish and Italian, because I really love those languages. I like the sound of it. But I'm currently the Education and Training Director for SWIG. So as you know, we have online and offline trainings. Offline training is the Master Profi. I've passed it many, many times. And now I'm very happy to share this information and the knowledge with people around the world. So if you haven't done a Master Profi training, please be on top of the game. You need to get the right information, the right approach, the right system, how to build a business if you are in the SWIG as an active partner. Okay, it will just give you a better boost and some tips how you can build a business faster and quicker, locally and globally. Currently, I'm a manager of SWIG, but I'm trying to really work hard to become a top manager, because I want to go to India and speak on stage of 15,000 people, in front of 15,000 people. That's kind of my dream, my goal. And also I have an expertise in sales, business management, and marketing, because before SWIG, I was working in the corporate world, and I was organizing massive conferences for C-level executives in different segments, in telecommunications, corporate, defense. Defense was the last one, but none of them gave me the satisfaction, and none of them gave me that motivation and happiness and energy to go to work and do what I'm doing today, for example. So the agenda will be the new economic evolution of the world, SWIG, crypto unit program, business opportunities, and promotions and events. Guys, as we said on the presentation, but on the post, this is quite this is kind of general presentation for new people. So for those who are in the business already, probably you've heard all this kind of information already. So next time, we will do similar presentation. Please invite your new people, and we will go through, the basic information all of us should know about the products and the projects that we do in this company. As I always say, and as Andre always points out, whatever we do, we need to have a goal. We need to have a dream. We need to have a reason why we do what we do. The reason why I do this business is because I want to have a better life. I wanted to have more than I had, and I kind of I didn't accept, that kind of the amount of money I was making in the company. I knew I can do more, and there is always a problem, like not a problem, but there is a challenge for some people actually to dream. Some people have stopped dreaming. Some people don't know how to dream. Some people are scared to dream. And it's an unfortunate situation, because obviously as we grow between the age of 18 and 30, that's the research I've done. It's when the person actually starts realizing what the life is about. What problems you're facing, what challenges you're facing, what other people expect from you, what you can, what you cannot do, and basically in this period up until 30, people start realizing people start kind of accepting that life that they have, if that makes sense. But only few start thinking at the age of 30 that there could be something better, there could be something more, they can do something more. And that's a breaking point at the age of 30. And some people accept it and keep living the life they have for the next 40 years. Some people change the direction and start acting and making different decisions at the age of after 30s. It happened to me close to 30. I said to myself, this is not the life I want to live, and there must be something else I can do, because I start surrounding myself with the successful people, with the people that have achieved something, people that have built something, and people that I can learn from. Basically, you need to find, I guess, a guru or the motivator which you can follow, and maybe sometimes you can have some help. And in this case, obviously, my close friend Armand Mornieks was that person who started digging deep into my dreams, into what I really want for my life. And once I start covering the basics and start kind of thinking more and more and more what I want, he asked me, can you achieve the life that you want with the things and the actions I do, or I have to change something? And it was a very interesting situation, because in 2016, 1st of August, I was fired from my work. And at that point I had to make the decision whether I want to go and find another job, or I will go and try something different that not many people have done before in my circle. And I'm happy I did it. It wasn't easy, guys, but I have my dreams. And I'm sometimes very, people call me stubborn, but I guess I'm very determined, because if I want something, I'm going to go and get it. If I truly want something to achieve, I will find a way to get it. So I will do no matter what, to be and do what I want to do. So start with your dreams, guys. And one of the trigger point or the triggered movie for changing the mindset was obviously the conference that I was attending, MMI. It's Millionaire Mind Intensive Conference in London. That was in 2015, and that's when I start changing the perception about the world and about the money and about the dreams and how you should live your life. But the other thing that made me to think about my dreams was the movie The Bucket List. If you haven't watched it, please do so. It's very touching movie, but it's very meaningful movie, and you can you can kind of find maybe yourself to compare to these two people. And I realized that I need to dream even more, because I don't want to have that situation that my life is running out, and I start thinking, I will begin to think, what else I want to do in my life. So start thinking today, because the average people's or average mindset bucket list contains certain things, such things as mortgage free. So they want to be mortgage free. They want to buy a car. They want to have no debt, no credit cards. They want to have some cash savings, and they want to go on holidays twice per year. Again, this kind of facts was taken from one of the research which was done in the UK among a couple of thousands of people, and they were asked, what is your security? How would you feel secure in your life? What things do you need to be secured? And the majority of people said these things. I don't know how you look at it, but I think it's very sad. This is kind of the basic things that all of us obviously are seeking for. Obviously, we don't want a credit cards. We want to have a mortgage. We want to be mortgage free and so on. But what then? What's next? What is it you want after you have achieved all of these things? But the problem is that majority, 90% of the population, don't even they do kind of get mortgage free and credit card free, but probably when they're very quite older, like around 60s maybe, I don't know, 55, 60s. I'm not in that situation, but I know that my few family members will be mortgage free when they're around 50s or 55, and all this time they have to work to pay this these credit cards and debt, and they don't even think above it. They don't even think or dream about something more, because they all can think is about all they can think about is how to go to work, receive, the amount of money they're receiving every month to pay their mortgage. It's like constant race. I don't like to call a rat race, but it's constant race. You are tired, you're anxious, you are stressed, you don't want to, sometimes you're I don't know, very emotional become, because there's so much of going on around you that you're trying to put things together. And it's a saddening thing. It's very sad to see that, because even like professional people, like I don't know, doctors or the teachers, who are teachers and doctors. I think those are two very important professions in this world. Teachers that are teaching our kids, to write, to read, and to be able to count, to do the math, and the doctors that are saving the lives. But they are picketing, they're going on streets and saying that they want more pay because there's not enough pay. Why? Because all of them just know how to make their job. They all know how to be good at what they do. But there is a lack of the financial literacy. There is a lack of financial education, how they can multiply their money. So they are stuck in that employment status for like, I don't know, sometimes 40, 50 years, who works how long. And very few are getting out of this employment status and become a self-employed, which is actually a very high risk. I'm now registered as a self-employed, and I was told that if I want to go for the mortgage, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for me. They can ask me for the 3-year last, financial report, and if I'm a self-employed for the last 1 year, for example, they might not even give me the mortgage. So being a self-employed, there are pluses and minuses, and I have realized that if I want to have a mortgage, then the self-employment is very it's going to be very difficult for me. So, we need to learn how to become business owners and investors. Even being an employee, you can become an investor. And I will tell you one secret: all the employees, in my opinion, are investors. And you can maybe think why employee can be also the investor, or is the investor the moment they start working. But maybe that's what I just can see it, kind of connecting the parallels. So today's reality is that not many people are dreaming. Guys, I hope you are not between these people, but if you haven't dreamed yet, if you haven't put the dreams on your paper, start doing it. And start doing it because I give you the challenge. I dare you to create your bucket list. 5 things for the average mindset, but dream big. Open your mind. Start dreaming. Write down the things that you want to do, the craziest things you want to do in your life. Because there will be a moment, especially if you are in SWIG business, there will be a moment when you can do all of it. I'm already dreaming that I can do all of it, and I'm doing it already in my mind. So what I've done my own bucket list after I watched that movie, and I tried to write 100 things that I want to do in my life. Obviously, the first 30 was easy because those 30 things are the basic things I want in my life. But once those basic things, the external motivation has finished, what's then? What else you want to do in this life? What experience, what sort of emotions you want to experience? What holidays you want to go? What things you want to buy? What it is that you want. For example, myself, I keep laughing. One of the things that I want to do is to swim with the dive with the sharks. Some people maybe dream to swim with dolphins. I want to dive with sharks, obviously in the cave to be safe. But just write down these things, guys, and you will see how actually not easy it is to do. You might think 100 things is easy, but it's not. I stopped at I think 50 or 60, and it took me, I think, another week to complete my bucket list. So start doing today. I challenge you, and once you've done it, let me know how you feel about it. Okay, so now we have a bucket list. Now we have your dreams. Now we need to understand, we need to do the next step. Step number 2 is to understand what's stopping you from achieving your dreams. Why you haven't achieved these dreams yet. What actions you've done or you haven't done. What maybe education and the knowledge is lacking for you to get to the dream life you want, to the life of your, the dream life, the dream life. So number 2 is understanding what stops you or stopping you from achieving your desired lifestyle. In my opinion, again, I would say there are two things that could potentially stop you. That could be a mindset. So whether you have a growth mindset or fixed mindset, um, I think with a fixed mindset, obviously it's more difficult to work. But if you're on this webinar and if you're watching this recording later on, or someone else, then you must have a bit of kind of open mind, a growth mindset, because you are looking for opportunities. You're looking for ways how to change your life, how to improve your life. You want to learn new things. You want to find out what's out there, you know, what other people are doing. You want to challenge yourself. You want to put some, I don't know, some targets for yourself. And even if you fail, you don't think that you are failing, because, you know, you can look back and decide or think or analyze, you know, what is it that you did wrong, what you can do better. Because the fixed mindset would never think these things. The fixed mindset would say, like, I'm okay where I am. I'm okay with what I get. If I'm failing, my God, what other people will think about me. If I'm going to do something different, other people might laugh about me. Some people will turn back to me, you know. If I fail, I might look stupid. I'm frustrated, and you know, you would like to give up. This is the fixed mindset. But at the same time, this fixed mindset can become open. You just have to work on it, and you have to believe in yourself, because I think fixed mindset is the problem of believing yourself. You're doubting yourself that you can't do this. But there is no such a thing in the world that word would contain as impossible. Everything is possible. Forget about impossible. You need to learn how to get possible. As I was watching another movie, Pay It Forward. It's an amazing movie, guys. Watch it again. Watch it if you haven't watched it. And the person says, if you don't like something in the world, take it and switch it around and find a way how this thing that you don't like, you can kind of switch with the things that you like. You know, I don't know if I make it sense. Basically, if you don't like your salary, if you don't like your job, so switch around and find a way you can get a better job and get a better money. Or the house that you don't like, or where you live, so find a way how you can live in the house that you like. You know, what are the ways, what actions you have to make to get what you want. Because the other thing, I think, in my opinion, what can stop people from achieving their dreams is the financial literacy. I know a lot of business people. I know people who've been millionaires before, but they are bankrupt right now many times. There are people who were having a business, but they lost the business and they go back to the employment status. It's a lack of financial literacy, and what it actually means is that it's just a skill and the knowledge to make informed financial decisions and understand the products and services that will impact your financial well-being. As I said, we all know how to make the money. We all are hardworking people, but we need to learn how to utilize our money, how to make our money to work for ourselves. If we learn how to do it, even those doctors and teachers who are making possibly a basic salary will know how to multiply it, and they will be happy to go to work and do their job. So I think these two things can potentially be the ones that stop you from achieving your dreams. It definitely stopped me. And not the mindset particularly, but the financial education, or the knowledge about the finances. So I highly recommend everyone to invest in yourself with the financial education, whether by the books, attend different courses, different trainings, or also we have in SWIG online and offline trainings where we are teaching people about the basic rules and habits of the successful investors, and also how to create your financial plan, pension fund, family budget, and so on, because it will make a massive difference in your financial world. And I also want to touch base 3 types of financial flow. There is a financial flow of the poor, financial flow of the middle class, and financial flow of the rich class. The flow of the poor is that they earn little money, and obviously they spend all their money, and most of the time they don't have money to to put aside, or they don't know like they are kind of, they are not trying even to do anything to get a better life. The financial flow of the middle class is that they earn a bit more and they spend so much more because they start having a credit cards, mortgages, loans, debts, and so on and so on. So it looks that they are maybe rich or wealthy because they have a good car and good house. But the question is, how did they pay for their liabilities? Because car and house is the liability. So did they pay from their salary, or they have investment portfolio? And the financial flow of the rich is obviously that they earn a lot. They buy assets, not the liabilities. Assets is financial instruments that makes more money for them, so they can then pay for the liabilities. Okay, so these are the three financial flows, and you need to recognize people. You need to recognize yourself between these classes, and you need to recognize people when you're talking to them to understand in which flow they are they. Because the portfolio today will be equal to your future. The poor and middle class has an investment portfolio. And remember, I told you all the people who earns the money, they're kind of investors. They are, because the moment you start receiving your salary, you are investing in your pension fund, right? So the salary is today, the pension fund in 40, 50 years time, depends on which country you are and what is the pension, the age of your, when you can go for the pension. So poor and middle class, they, depends what amount of what amount of money they earn per month, but they have only one income stream, and they are paying from this income stream, from the salary, for their bills and for their liabilities. They don't buy. Not many people are buying the assets. There might be some situations when people are putting the money in some very, very high risk investments, like a cryptocurrency, which is very volatile. It's not regulated, or buy some gold, but it's still in balanced portfolio. It's in balance because, if something goes wrong and you lose, let's say, a salary, then you are in big trouble. So for those who say that they don't like to invest because they are scared to lose, of course, if you take all your salary and put all 100% into one investment pot, yes, that's not the smart thing to do. But if you are securing your life with one income stream, and you have your family, you have your liabilities to pay, and you have only one income stream, and what if it's not there tomorrow? There are no guarantees in the life. The company can be minimizing the employees, like how to say, the stats, I guess, minimize the stats. They are closing down, insolvency. There could be many things that can happen with your company. And what if that one income stream is gone? You're in trouble. These are the biggest risk takers. People who have in one income stream, the biggest risk takers. How they can minimize the risk, obviously, is the obvious way to minimize the risk is to educate themselves how they can diversify their income. How they can make multiple income streams, how they can, how much and where they can potentially put the money. So even if some salary is kind of minimized, decreased, or something happens, or you go on holiday, you spend the money. But how awesome would that be that you go on a holiday and you check your bank account and money comes back, without you working? So the rich class mindset is that they are diversifying their income stream in the portfolio, and if something goes wrong, something will go up. There can't be a situation that everything goes down. It can if you are putting all your money in one market segment. Let's say you are investing all your money in a property in the UK, for example, and market suddenly crashes, the bubble, burst, so everything goes down. Yes, then you can lose your money. You can lose the money if you are just investing in cryptocurrency, if you are investing all your money in trading. If you put your money in one income in market segment, then that could be a very risky portfolio. But if you're investing in different market segments, as it says here, for example, salary, you have your income stream, property, gold, education, pre-IPO companies, cryptos, funds, insurance, and bonds, then you will be balancing your portfolio a little bit more. But I would say definitely those who do invest, little amount of money every month, and if you would invest in 12 different products every month, you will have a portfolio of 12 instruments, rather than living your life for 40-50 years without one income stream, which is very, very wobbly. So I don't think it's very safe. And why I say that is because I never seen so many jobs or the companies going on insolvency or closing down, so many branches of the bank. So as you can see, it's not one kind of industry. There are different types of industries that are closing down, or they are at the risk. British Steel Company, who would ever think that 25,000 jobs will be a risk in this kind of company? Jamie Oliver's restaurant, everyone loves, well, not everyone, but I think there are a lot of people who likes Jamie Oliver food, but still the chain is collapsing. 1,000 jobs are lost. Debenhams, very big store in UK, 1,200 jobs closing down, and also the Santander branches are closing down 140 and putting more than 100,000 jobs at risk. And this is just, a few months ago. Probably if I do more research, there are plenty of more companies that are losing. And what these people going to do? We need to educate. We need to get the education, how we can protect ourselves, how we can protect our money, how we can keep the money, and how we can multiply the money. So even if that one income stream is gone, you have a backup plan, you have a backup, you have a B plan. And if you don't believe me, then do your own research, because there's another situation or other movement, happening, the global robotization and automation in the next 20 years. There will be more and more jobs that will be gone. They won't be existing probably in the next 10 to 20 years, and people will be replaced by the robots. I can already see in the world, guys, if you open your eyes and if you open your ears, you will see and hear that there are so many different robots coming out every month, every quarter, I don't know, that are replacing people, like a gardener. So there's a grass cutter. You don't need the people anymore, just put the robot. In the shops, you don't need people anymore. In customs, you just facial recognition, your passports and so on. So slowly, but we might not see it, but there is a big problem happening, and people will be like, as Andrei Havrato said, our company's CEO, he says, if you have a pyramid, so you have rich people, middle class, and poor. So in the next 20 years, the poor class wouldn't be, middle class won't exist anymore, whether there will be rich or poor middle class. So we need to find a way, and we need to kind of come together to make sure that it's not like a poor class getting more, but the rich class becoming more, right? And the way we can do it, obviously, by becoming owners and shareholders of those global of those robots and machines that will be replacing people, and people will be buying or leasing or renting every time. Some companies will be making money. What if we can become co-owners of it? So be prepared, guys, because this is happening. You want it or not. Whether you can be ignorant, or you can actually take it very serious and start sharing this information with the other people. If you're in SWIG business, those who are listening right now, then you have to go and educate people. You need to spread this information around the world, guys, because we have to be prepared for the situation. We need to be prepared if you have your kids. I'm not mother yet, but I want to be, and I want my kid to live in the world that is good world, that is a happy world, instead of being in the world that is very poor and everyone is struggling. And Warren Buffett also says, never depend on one income stream or single income stream. Make an investment to create a second source. So your investment portfolio is your second source. So just learn how to make it more balanced. Learn how to, with the minimum risk, try different instruments, try different market segments. Information is out there in the internet. It's a plenty of information, but obviously you need to learn how to evaluate each company, based on the registration, based on the amount of people or customers they have, based on geography, based on capitalization, on the profit the company makes, and so on and so on. There's a lot of to do. But if we can study for 12 years in the school, studying so many different things that we don't even use today, why don't we spend at least 1, 2 years, 5 years practicing how to become free by becoming professional investors? I think that's a smart thing to do. And for those who don't know, there are 8 rules of private investor created by Andre Havrato, and I think many other people start using it more and more. I think in the book of Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, these 8 rules also throughout the book are talked about. So the rule number 2 is very simple: 5 commandments for a private investor. And what I recommend for you guys is what I recommend whenever someone reads the book, or when I read the book, what I do, I close the book and I write down 3 things that I learned from this book, because then that's the point of, kind of reading all this time that one book. Write down 3 things that you learn, then go to 3 people and talk about those 3 things that you learned from that book, and then start implementing these 3 things in your life today, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. So the same thing do with the 5 commandments. If you've heard about these 5 commandments, it's not enough, guys. You have to talk to other people, share these 5 commandments with at least 3 people today or 3 people tomorrow, and start implementing from today, because there are things that you can do today if you haven't done it yet. Rule number 1, or commandment number 1, is save 10% of your income. Some people might say, I don't have 10% to put aside. Well, if you do your income and expense sheet, which do you actually have it? Because I do, and I can see how much money I'm spending, how much money I'm earning. And by knowing on a bigger picture every day, by putting your expenses, you can see where you're spending what sort of money. And the next month you can say, okay, here I need to kind of control myself more, so I can put aside this 10% from my income. And by controlling your expenses, you will also be able to plan your financial plan, create your financial plan for the next year, 5 years and 10 years. And if you have your dreams, the dream list that will show you the date and the amount of money you have to make your dream to come true, then by controlling your incomes and expenses and creating your financial plan, you will be able to understand what sort of actions you have to make your dream to come true. These things no one ever have shared with us in the school. All they said, what? Go to work, be a good employee, and pay your bills. But guys, if you control your expenses and put aside 10% every month, the moment you receive your money, it will make a big difference in your financial pocket. Because also, one tip I will give it to you: once you receive the money, don't pay your bills straight away. Pay yourself first and then pay your bills. Because otherwise, what's the point, to receive all this money? Just put the direct debits and, you don't even have to pay for it, and whatever is left is left. Do other way around, pay yourself first and then pay all your bills. It will make you feel good. And definitely control your income and expenses. Some people thought that they spend less, but when they start writing down their expenses, they couldn't realize how much money they're spending on silly things, the things that they don't even know, and they didn't even know they are making so much money to spend so much, and they could save a lot of money too. Then protect your money. Obviously, once you do your savings and you now want to start invest your money, don't go crazy because someone tells you big numbers. Do your due diligence, as I told you. As an example from my experience, I do receive a lot of calls, trading calls, and all those people are guaranteeing me the returns in a week time, some people in few days time. And the recent one was that they said, oh, I want to help you to make money. So if you invest $500 today, in a week time, I get 1,500. And I said, really? Do you guarantee that? And they said, yes. I said, okay, why don't we do a deal? You send me the $500. I then invest in your trading platform those $500. In a week time, I get 1,500. I will give you back 1,000. I will keep my $500. Is that deal? The person's like, oh, don't be smart. I was like, well, but you are guaranteeing me the thing. So why you're so scared of giving me your money? And the person said, like, oh, we don't, like, if you don't want to, we don't need you. We have a lot of investors. And I said, those are not investors. Those are uneducated people who have no idea who you are, where you're registered, what is your background, who you are, where did you get my number? But there are people who fell for this kind of calls, guys. So be really protecting your money, because rule number 1 of the investor is to keep your money and not to lose your money, but being able to multiply it. Yeah, because you can multiply only when you learn how to invest wisely. If you don't learn how to invest wisely and you go by emotions, by both big numbers, you can get into big trouble, because you can potentially also, lose some money which you are not ready to lose. So always take the risk with the amount of money you're ready to lose, because there is always what if. And many people don't think about that if. I've heard different stories where my not very close friends, but there are people who have sold houses and cars because someone guaranteed them big numbers and big returns. There is no such a thing as a guaranteed thing, guys. And really truly invest what you can. And I think out of 100%, if you put 10% aside and then learn how to diversify in different investment portfolios, you will be minimizing your risks. But protect your money, learn how to invest wisely, always learn to earn more. So read the books, attend different courses, surround yourself with the like-minded people, with the successful people, with investors, attend different maybe dinners or something. Do something that you would not you normally wouldn't do. Go to the places where you wouldn't normally go. Just surround yourself with this kind of atmosphere and learn from those people. So where did I learn this and much more? Obviously, SWIG it is. As I said, I'm a part of SWIG as a SWIG member for some time, since 2014, but officially and fully on board I'm in since 2016, 1st of August, when obviously that thing happened to me when I was fired. I was actually very kind of embarrassed at some point, but then I realized that they have done the best decision ever in their life. So I can't wait to become very wealthy and go back to those people and say, you are still in the same place and you fired me for no reason, but you did a good job. So why I like SWIG is because we do provide education. We are not just trying to get people to do crazy things. We really focus on education, which is available in your back office the moment someone become a member. So guys, if you are a SWIG member for some time, please do go in your back office, click on education and read up some information. There is a lot of information to read. If you don't like to read and you need some help, then you need to go for the Master Profi training, which is offline training for 2 days, level 1, and 2 days, level 2. We are also promoting SCAVE technology, implementing new economic evolution of the world concept, and through the CRU program, which will have the STO regulation. Registration is in BVI, or British Virgin Islands, and our trademark is RSW System Investment Group, with the certificate number, listed on this slide. So you can just write it down and go on BVI website and check out yourself. And the owner of the company is Andre Havrato, and working in more than 70 plus countries. What I also want to kind of point out, guys, in the next slide is that some people are confused in which company we are working, or what company we are presenting, and which company is providing what sort of services and the products. So please pay all your attention here. There are 3 different companies. There is a company called SCAVE Technology, there's a company called SCAVE Capital, and there's a company called SCAVE Invest Group, or we are using the word shorter version of SWIG. Yes, they sound very similar. Yes, they look quite similar into logos, but we are 3 different companies, and that's what you have to tell your partners as well, that these are 3 different companies, and they are the only thing that connects all of us is that we are supporting SCAVE technology. But SCAVE technology, or rswsystems.com website, is specifically for the technology, for the transport system, which is registered in the British Virgin Islands under GTI, Global Transport Investment Incorporation, and the owner of this company is Anatoly Eduardovich Yunitsky. Okay, that's technology company. That's all they do, just technology. SCAVE Capital is registered in the UK, in London, under the trademark of First SCAVE Investment Group, and their office in London is not the office. It's just basically a place where all the companies can be registered there if you don't have the physical office in that country. And the owner of this company is Yevgeny Kudrashov. Okay, they are on and only promoting Scava technology. They are not doing any other work. The way the platform is created is nothing to do with the Scava Invest Group, which is our company, okay? So Scava Technology is technology company. Scava Capital is promoting Scava technology. So that's another platform. And SWIG, or Scava Invest Group, is where myself specifically working since 2014, and we have many products, okay? We are not just promoting Scava technology, we are also providing education, as I said, online and offline, so wealth education, online, master profit training offline. We're also promoting the new economic evolution world concept, and we have the CRU program, which is crypto unit program, based on the STO concept, like the registration will be done by the STO law. And our registration, as I said, is in BVI, and owner is Andrei Havrato. Please be aware of it. Please do your own research if you have not ever heard about this before, but there are 3 different companies and we have 3 different platforms. Okay. So Andrei Havrato, he's born and raised in Ukraine. I think at some point he moved to Russia, speaks only Russian. Hopefully, well, a little bit English, because we have global company, so a little bit English as well. But basically, he's a multidisciplinary professional investor, invested in 20 market segments. So if you're an investor, or if you are a part of the SWIG guys, then how many other investments you have around the different market segments around the world, how many other income streams, how many other instruments you have apart from, for example, the SWIG. Andrei Havrato has his own personal program, portfolio, covering different market segments. So he is not, again, basing his income on one income stream. Okay, he has created the Academy of Private Investors, because the same as Warren Buffett says, don't rely on one income stream. Andrei also is following the same belief. So Andrei wanted to give back to people. He wanted to educate and give the right knowledge for people to have a better life, because the professional education is great, but we need also the financial education, right? The financial literacy, how the money can work for us. And the way he started this academy, it was in 2011, by educating ordinary people who wants to know this information. And luckily, by 2014, he had already 100,000 students who passed his exam, and some of them are working in this SWIG company, in this project with him even today, including Igor Romanenko and Antonina Kianovskaya. He is also, the master of dream realization, the founder of the SWIG, and business coach of financial investment development and personality. If you haven't met him yet, then you will have the opportunity in our conference in August, after the EcoFest. But for that, Alena will share with you a bit in a minute. What I like about Andrei, the fact that he didn't have to create a SWIG company to become a millionaire. Right? Because some people are creating companies with, interesting returns and everything with the products and services for them to become probably more wealthier, more richer than they are. Andrei didn't have to do this. He was already a millionaire before this company. He already have his house in Thailand and Russia and somewhere else. He buys the things that he wants. So he does not, he is not motivating himself by the external motivation, which is the first one. He is not motivated by the competition. He's not motivated by the internal, because the internal motivation is like when you have all the basic needs, so the mortgage free, car, debt free, credit card free. Now you're looking what is it inside, like what is it that you truly want. So Andrei doesn't have even he doesn't have to worry about the internal motivation anymore. He's giving back already. He's doing the charity work, but now he's at the global mission. So he's looking for ways how he can make the world a better place, how he can make a meaningful difference in the world. And that's why I have joined this company, because we have a global mission, and the vision of this company is huge. What Andrei wants to do, he wants to create a concept which allow ordinary people to receive equal amount of money, the way, 10% of people have been receiving for I don't know, for centuries. So the global wealth distribution, equal distribution among good people, it will lead us to a better security, a better place on this planet. People will be more happier, they will be more satisfied, and we wouldn't have so much violence maybe in the world, because we would be able to add value to other people's lives and so on, and we can pass it forward, this kind of the energy, and we will be able to help other people to make their dreams to come true. Therefore, we would help ourselves as well. When we are looking for the internal motivation, when I help people, I become happy. But how he can get to this, how he can create this new economic evolution of the world, is by creating three opportunities, or three pillars, or segments in this new economic evolution of the world. So the first one is the education. As I said, education is very important. If you have $1 million tomorrow, but if you have a poor mindset, you will never be a millionaire. You will lose the money and be poor again. Or, if you are a wealthy mindset, or you have rich mindset, but you don't know how to protect your money and how to multiply your money, you will never be rich. So you need to have all these things in place to get a better life, and to become a better person, and to do bigger things. So the education is very important, as I already pointed out many times. But the way he can now distribute the wealth equally around the world among the people, is by creating different projects and allowing people to become a co-owner. So sharing the co-ownership opportunities, or the chance to become a part of something big. And obviously business part, for those who want to become active business partners for our company. And the SWIG has 3 projects. So once again, education is Academy of Private Investors, which exists since 2011. And the co-ownership is a crypto unit program and the Skyway technology. Skyway technology is a new transportation system, which is nearly, which we have nearly completed, which we have nearly funded already. And the crypto unit program is a global investment portfolio, which contains a lot of instruments, financial instruments. So basically a token that is backed up by a real financial product. And we have an opportunity today to be part of this program. By the way, you will be able to be part of these programs, and what more in details is about the education and all the other projects, we'll share with you Alena, Pepina. And from my side, that would be it. So if you have any questions, guys, just write in the chat, and I will be able to, while Alena speaks, I will be able to answer. But other than that, I was happy to be with you today, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anete, can you make me a host, please?
Yes. I will try. Make a host. Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Good evening, everyone. I will share my screen now. That was amazing, Anete, as always. I'm in a bit in the sun. So today in London is quite nice. Nice weather. Anete gave really amazing information about SWIG, about crypto unit, about SWIG mission, vision, and our goals. Myself, my name is Alena Pepina. I'm originally from London. Well, not from London. Originally from Latvia, but I born and raised in Latvia. So 10 years ago, I came to this country. I wanted to be, in a better place. I wanted to have a better life, better money, and etc. But unfortunately, London did not give me all these things what I was planning to achieve. Especially a big breakdown came in my life when my daughter born. Don't get me wrong, obviously the best thing what happened into my life. But at that time, I used to work as a professional hairdresser for 12 years. But because I had no one here in UK who can help me, so I was actually struggling badly. But since childhood, I had actually really good, strong mindset, and I am strong as a woman as it is. So I did manage actually to survive. And one of the reasons why I did survive, when 2014, one of my good friend of mine, and today he is company's director, Armand's Mornings, he approached me and offered to me amazing opportunity. Anete already mentioned today we've been supporting Skyway Technology. So all the people who supported through the SWIG, the new innovative transport technology, Skyway, are able to become a future co-owners. So that kind of gave me dream or vision or hope in my life that my life can be better. Because that time, 2014, obviously I didn't know where I'm going to go. I didn't know what I want in my life. But thanks to SWIG, thanks to all my SWIG friends, members, everyone, I actually, I'm dream big. My life definitely is getting better and better and better. And I'm start living my life. Obviously, I don't do any more hairdressing job. I fully engage in a SWIG company. I'm acting as an entrepreneur. So I do have really flexible hours. So I'm able to be with my daughter. I'm able, do the business, whatever I like. So it's just amazing feeling. And the best thing is to be part of it and to know where I'm going to go. And why I choose to do what I am doing today, because I know there are many, many, many people today all around the world, in UK, in Latvia, who have exactly the same struggles, who want to change their life. And I know I have this golden key who can change first person mindset, and then I can offer something amazing. Sorry, my slide. So education. Why so important education? Because when Andre Havrato, as Anete mentioned, our company CEO, he actually used to and still involved in investment world. Not just that, he used to involved in different traditional and untraditional businesses. So he lost the money, he won the money, he got broke. So he had upside downs in his life. But when he managed to gain all his education, because he'd been attending different courses and obviously he'd been using as a practice, he gained the knowledge, successful knowledge, how he actually can make money work for you. Not just that, Andre Havrato, he's really spiritual person. So whatever he teach today, it's not just because he read in a book, but because he used to do and still do in a practice. And actually, there was a time when Andre Havrato went in a bankrupt 2008. All of us, we know what happened 2008. He lost everything, and obviously his family. And what when he was searching different things in internet that back then, he actually saw the post on a internet that 1 million people were millionaires. And since then, he had this dream. He wanted to make million people millionaires. And as you understood, to having 1 million in your bank account is not going to make you millionaire, because this is going to be just the money, as Anete already explained to you. It's only the money. You can easily spend this money. And even there in London, a couple years ago, there was one person who twice actually won a lottery, £1 million. And obviously, because he did not have education, how to manage this money, obviously he got broke. So basically what Andre Havrato created, so he did create an Academy of Private Investor back to 2011, where he managed to get together 100,000 students, where he'd been teaching different knowledge, different education, different practice, how to make money work for you, how to have the right mindset. And there were many, many different, actually, the courses. And one of his students, because that's what Andre Havrato always asks, even today in our company, when you want to pass Master Profi, which I'm going to explain to you later on, or even you are passing Academy of Private Investor, he asked to do the things that practice. Right, so he asked all his students to go out and look for different investment opportunities or crowdfunding or anything. So one of students actually came across with Skyway Technology, which already Anete briefly explained to you. And Skyway Technology actually been looking for the fund to implement this technology as a test section on that stage. And when actually Andre Havrato met Unitsky, when they had a, unexpected long day meeting, Andre Havrato see actually how he can help. And remember, Anete was mentioning the 5 levels of motivation, because Andre Havrato already been helping people to understand investment world. But when Unitsky showed him actually the vision and how Skyway Technology changed the whole world, he see actually this as a global impact. And help you understand today, even if you have lots of money in your bank account, even if you have many assets, you travel all around the world, but if you're not living in healthy environment, ecologically free environment, and not even a peace, it's pointless. So everything, whatever we do, it's kind of puts all together. And since then, Andre Havrato fully dedicated his time in the SWIG company to help Unitsky to raise the money. So 2014, he opened a SWIG company, and till today, we have more than 550,000 partners globally who are part of the SWIG. And we are operating the business in 17 different countries. Because Andre Havrato has had already Academy of Private Investor, he was still using some elements and, start teaching the people everything about investment. And I have really good example. If you don't know, Armand Mornix, our company's director, he already started implementing Andre Havrato knowledge into Private Investor Academy, and he already created 168 different investment portfolios, not in a SWIG, but actually outside, because he understood how important is that. At the same time, Andre Havrato, when we've been raising the money for the Skyway Technology, Andre Havrato understood we can't rely only on one income stream. So initially, he opened a SWIG company with $26,000, and by June 2019, last month, and actually the current numbers, July, we've been shared already couple of days ago, we already have capital with more than $70 million. So probably you ask the question where these numbers are coming from. It's not from the Skyway Technology, but actually what Andre Havrato done. He's been reinvesting every single month since 2014 in different investment segments. Because he, as a CEO, as a professional investor, he wanted to show the people the power of investment. And actually, February, when we had a big event in Kuala Lumpur, finally he uncovered all the secrets, what he'd been doing for past 5 years. Even then, I always knew there's 1% as a reserve fund, but I did not have a clue actually what Andre Havrato been doing for all SWIG partners who've been in our company since 2014. So basically, whatever investment, global investment portfolios he created, he wanted to share with us. And that's where actually come out new economical evolution of the world, as Anete already explained to you. Because what we want to do, today there are rich class, middle class, and poor class. Some countries you can see really clearly. So here in UK you can't see it, but still kind of people struggling. What he wants to do with new economical evolution of the world, he wants to even it out for all of us, so we are living, you know, equally. And obviously, automatically, when we have the wealth for everyone, there will be the peace. People not going to fight anymore. So let me show you what actually is to be part of our SWIG company as a partner, and how you can, you know, be a co-owner of all these global investment portfolios. I'm going to show you the video.
The Crypto Unit program provides an opportunity to become a co-owner, stakeholder, shareholder of a global investment portfolio, which works in over 20 segments and sectors of the investment market. The Crypto Unit is a chance for people to change the realities of their lives, do what they love, and live in abundance and prosperity, be important to the community, and bring great benefits to other people. Solve the problem of class inequality, liquidate poverty and devastation. Create the best opportunities which arise once in a lifetime of every person. The Crypto Unit program is what 90% of the people on the planet have been waiting for. Hurry up and claim your chance, your luck, your prosperity. Refer to the person who shared this video with you.
Alert from performance reduced.
Great video. So what is Crypto Unit program? So basically the Crypto Unit program is backed up by real assets, what Andrej Havrato been creating since 2014. If you know companies like Warren Buffett, I never can spell the word. So basically, Warren Buffett, back to 60s, he created a company where he'd been investing and as a starting point in different insurance markets. But today, Warren Buffett company already build a portfolio more than 5,000 in different investment instruments. So this company is really well known. I really recommend you to have a look at this company. So that's why Warren Buffett is a really wealthy person, because he don't have only one business, but he has different investment portfolios where money actually works for you. Because if you own some enterprises, some businesses, you own different companies, you are receiving dividends. So this is the idea. And obviously, the difference between Warren Buffett and Andrej Havrato, Andrej Havrato wants to share with us everyday people. And since we started a Crypto Unit program end of March, it's been open officially every single month where you can enroll in this through to our education information packages, the 14% going for the new investment portfolios. And if you haven't been involved, if you never heard about, actually there are 20 different investment market segments. As you know, currently the most popular today, when I talk to the people, is many people buying the properties, building different apartments, then they are rebuilding, then they're selling, or they're renting it out. This is definitely the best investment. But in our global investment portfolio, we also have real estate already, but we want to build more than that from the different global investment portfolios from different markets: American market, Chinese market, Russian market, European market. We do have, and I can show you afterwards, where actually you can see the pie, what we have having today. So we have already in our company, in these global investment portfolios, 2 lands. One land is a Crimea, where we want to build a spa hotel. Another land is just recently been the first kind of basics being built, which is in Phuket, where we're going to build the villas and also the spa hotel. We have 2 two mining companies for the gold. We also, Andre Harato, been investing in diamonds, in pure diamonds. So there are many sectors where we are aiming to slowly as a company to invest, and all of you can be part of it. And as I already mentioned at the beginning, part of this pie, what today currently a crypto unit holds, is of course our Skyway technology, which is more than 50% in the pie. So obviously you can again do your own due diligence. We don't really actually explain more deeper about the technology, because you can go in a Google and search everything who currently already supporting our technology. And actually Sheikh Mohammed, sorry for my language, from United Arab Emirates, a vice-president, he is endorsing our Skyway technology. So imagine today in our portfolio also has the business where is part of the big richest people from Dubai. I think this is amazing. And already, as I mentioned, so we do not have to really stay and explain how everything happened, but I will only explain to you some parts. Of course, Skyway technology is ready to be built, but we cannot build because we haven't completed 15 development stages. We are still on stage 13. We still need little amount of money to complete. And currently, obviously, we are building the next innovation center in Sharjah, where we're going to build the innovation center and the high-speed test section. So we have already more than 12 countries interested to build this technology in a worldwide. The best thing today in our company and to be as a future shareholder of the Skyway technology, you are entering to be part of the main company. So it doesn't matter where we're going to build this technology in near future. So basically you own intellectual property. And of course, every single year, the main company, Skyway Technology, organizing the biggest eco-fest where every single person from all around the world is entitled to see this technology. Usually to go to the Eco-Techno Park during outside of the season can go only countries' representatives who like transport ministers or presidents or big investors. But this opportunity is given to us, all ordinary people who've been chipping from little as amount money as $10 up to a couple thousand through to our education information packages. So 17th of July, everyone are welcome to go to see technology and even ride it. Andre Harato also investing fully in banking sector. Hopefully everyone actually how banks are using our money once we are, put anything in a savings or physically. If you noticed, when you go to the bank, you cannot take out all your money, what you have in your bank account, because actually banks using it. So the idea is to create our own ATM machines and actually the whole banking sector in the SWIG company. Andre Harato already as well investing in different existing stock markets which also can provide the dividends. So this is idea, what is crypto unit program. Crypto unit program, if you already came across with different cryptocurrencies, this is not cryptocurrency. It's coming from the same kind of family, from the blockchain technology, but it's not cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrencies unfortunately are not regulated, and by the investment law, you're actually not investing your money into cryptocurrencies, you're only donating. This crypto unit program is regulated and backed up by real assets in our case, and later on when we are entering in the market, you also entitled to receive your dividends And as soon as you're entrancing into our company and you're buying any CRU EIP packages, next month you can already receive your passive income through to our loyalty programs. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. We have amazing websites where you can see amazing videos, where you can see even more about what actually is behind. Just really quickly, I'm not going to go through all the packages, but currently we're in a phase 1. The phase 1 is divided in 8 stages. So each stage goes for each month. So currently we are in a stage 5, where you can participate in a closed group. So we call kind of VIP club before actually this crypto unit entrance in the market. So you can buy with the biggest discount the crypto unit education information packages, where you're receiving as a bonus a certain amount your crypto units. I want to give you actually one good example. I was thinking not to give you, not to, to give it to you. So a couple 3 weeks ago, I think, if you use Virex account, Virex created their own cryptocurrency. So everyone, before their entrance on the market, had opportunity to buy their own tokens, these cryptocurrencies in the Virex. So I did put some money towards to these cryptocurrencies. And once the company entrance in a Coinbase or in different markets where other people could buy from different sources, this coin have already value, and already, let me give you, I got my profit. Okay, I put 200. So I got definitely more than 1,000% profit. So these opportunities arise. If you, and Anete already mentioned, if you noticed, you can actually gain a big rewards. The business in our company, for me, is really, really important. One part is the business gave me actually more flexibility. So I'm not, you know, I don't have a boss, basically. So my time is really flexible. At the same time, I can actually earn more than going to the job. Because the concept what our company created is from really popular business model, which is network marketing model, which is only one element, earnings from the deep inner level. This is only one element what we are using. The rest is the concept being created for the crowd investing. So 2012, actually, ex-President Obama signed a Job Act contract. Then every single person can involve in different startup companies. So currently they're like Seeders, CrowdQ, Brockster. So you can go in the internet and have a look, and you can support different type of projects. There are different terms and conditions. One of the terms and conditions, if you participating in crowdfunding, you are only participating to supporting the project, and end of the project being supported, obviously you can receive some discounts or you can receive some items. But crowd investing is actually when you put or support some projects financially, you can also receive as a reward the equity. So equity, so basically you're becoming a co-owner. So this is idea how we created our business concept, multi-level crowd investing. Today, through the network, obviously you can earn as soon as you get on board abroad people, so you can earn from the network. It's really fair, so it's word to mouth market. So everyone generally in the world always want to get some rewards. So in our case, obviously straight away you can start earn commission through to network. loyalty programs, which is your passive income currently in our company. Even then, if you don't want to do the business, which is also fine, you're still going to receive loyalty bonuses every single month. And of course, there are more income for you if you choose to be a leader in different regions. If you want to be a speaker or coach like me and Anete, obviously we are helping in big time in the company, especially Anete. She is a director of education department. And we have also multi-level crowd investing department as well. So there are not many people who actually run the whole world. And obviously in the future, when the crypto unit potentially can go on STO market, which is your security token offering, when this crypto unit going to have the price. And Andre Havrato actually been mentioning many times through to webinars, potentially the crypto unit can go to the market and can be tradable with fiat money or different cryptocurrencies by October. And obviously when we officially entrancing on this market, we can also receive the dividends, not just loyalty programs plus the dividends. And later on in the stage when we build our predicted value capital in our company, which is more than $100 trillion potential, because we want to build bigger and bigger portfolio during all these 3 phases. Events and promotions. So only for July, company created amazing promotion. I think it's just the best thing whatever you can have. So if you are already part of our as a partner in our company, so you can send your link from your crypto unit tab to 50 different people, and once they finalizing the registration and verification, they actually can receive 20 units as a gift, and buying their ERPs with different amount of money, which obviously you can see in your back office, so you can use these 20 units. Why this promotion is so important for me, because I know there are countries like third world countries, like from Africa countries, from India countries, even actually from Latvia or from UK. And as Anete mentioned, there are people actually living below actually the minimum. So many people do not have extra like money like 200 or 1,000 or $8,000. So even they can entrance in this company with little as a 53 units. How amazing is that? Since I've been part of the company, I've been trying attending on different events, whatever SWIG company be created. And I can truly say to you and put my hand on my heart, true leaders are born in events. Because even then, when you listening me and Anete, it's not as powerful when actually you go to real event where you can see real people, all directors, because obviously our company been already operating for 5 years. Sometimes, you know, when the people do some, due diligence, they saying, oh no, they're not gonna be part of the company because they never seen directors or board leaders from the company. But when you're attending all these big events, you are able to see them, you are able to shake their hands, and etc. It's the same for the Skyway Technology when you're going to attend for 17th of August. So as I mentioned, as a SWIG company, we've been operating for 5 years. Officially will be October, and we're going to celebrate our 5th birthday in India, New Delhi. This event will be once in a lifetime because, as I mentioned a couple of slides before, Andre Havrato want to take the crypto unit on the market, so that the crypto unit is going to have the value. And obviously this event will be full with different events, a different sharing with different news, what's happening in the company, what actually we're going to do in the future. You have to see this event as something like event which you're never going to forget. And there are things happening in your life which always stay in your head. So this is definitely going to be event which will be, you know, your memories for the rest of your lifetime. Currently, we created amazing promotion, so you can purchase your entrance ticket to India for 1,000 units, which also gives you as a bonus 100,000 crypto units. And once you are attending to this event, you receive another 100,000 crypto units as an extra, and double loyalty payouts and the dividend program bonuses. How amazing is that? And obviously, a couple of days ago, Saturday, we had the webinar from one of our company's board director, Maxim. He shared they are going to have amazing promotions, so people can win different presents. They can win apartment, they can win Mercedes, BMW, and also Maldives on a Phuket. So what you need to do, you need to get from the 1st July till September as many consultant rank as you can, and whatever who is the first place, obviously, and second and third, they're going to receive all these presents. Are you ready? This is basically what me, Anete, want to share with you. And as Anete mentioned, and now we're going to go back to how we used to do, because when me and Anete actually started to do the business end of 2016, 2017, we literally done webinars every single Monday. So we decided to make special summer. So we're going to do every single Monday the same time the webinar, so you can bring all your peoples. So we're going to clarify more things. We're going to give you actually what is behind our company. If someone sent it to you to this webinar, please go to the back to the person. If not, me, Anete, you can find in a Facebook. I put the screenshots. So this is Anete Martinsone, and this is me. So you can add us to your Facebook. You can message to us, and we will help you to more understand about the project. Because for me, and then when I talk to the people, it's not as easy to understand. So one time is not going to be enough. So from my side, that's it. Hopefully, you enjoy, and that made you more understanding what actually we do in our SWIG company. Anete, can we finish recording and then